What's good? Today we are doing seats. Fuck, I don't know if I want to say that. What do I want to say? Let me know. What am I? It's good. Today we're doing a mod that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I feel like I say that with every fucking mod I do, so whatever. I want to do everything in this car. But today we're doing something I've wanted to do. Putting new seats in the car. I haven't really done much to my interior ever since I painted the stuff black. The trim pieces black. I haven't really been able to do anything. But today we're taking out these pieces. Now don't get me wrong, these seats aren't bad for stock seats. They have their bolsters are adjustable, so you can just send those up to the high setting and feel like you're in a race car, I guess. But they feel nice. They're pretty comfortable. But the thing is that this car is 2008, so it's old, and they're starting to tear. Like in the passenger side, I got a little hole right here. This thing doesn't work. It's broken. It's all dirty and stuff like that. So just getting new seats is just gonna make this car look and feel a lot better. So now I'm done talking about the seats. I'm just gonna go grab them and show y'all. Brom seats. So huge shout out to Rainer from Relentless Garage for helping me get these seats. They are Brom Advan seats. It's not the nicest one you can get, like the most expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. It's kind of like an in the middle. It comes with this really nice cloth material and a bit of leather right here up at the front. I sat on them inside and they feel really good. I got all black because I feel like it'd be the cleanest thing to do for my car, because if I got red or something, it would clash with the color. So all black is what I went with. So now what I'm going to do first is disconnect the battery so that when I'm taking out the seat, I don't die by airbag. Yeah, so we'll start taking out the seat. Alright, so first thing you got to do for the seat is, I know it's dirty, you don't got to tell me. The two 14 mil bolts up front, and then I'm assuming they're 14 mil in the back as well, but the 4 bolts, and then that should bring the whole seat out. And don't disconnect the battery because you need the power seats to move forward and back to get to the bolts. So I'm going to take those out. Sick. On it. Sick. Alright, so now I got the new Brom seat facing ass up, and Sabik's taking out the old passenger seat. They included all the hardware and like the sliders and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on right here. These bolts come in, they're just hand tight, you just unscrew them, and then these are going to be the ones for the sliders. So after hours of pain in the assery and fuckery, we have one seat in. One seat in. The driver's side in now, because I vacuumed the whole floor. I didn't really film doing this at all because we were just trying to figure it out. It looks super good. It was a bitch to get in here though, but I'm going to show you guys on the second one how to do it. We just did the driver's seat just in case I didn't want to do that one today. I could still have the seat and I could still drive. But yeah, so first thing you're going to want to do is bolt your rails to the seat itself. At the bottom of the seat, there are these little Allen head bolts that already come in the seat, so they're hand tight, so you just unscrew those and then put the rails on the car. When you're putting the rails on the car, make sure that if this is the back of the seat, these little prongs are oriented to the back and the lever is towards the front. That way you know that you'll have to pull up from the seat when you're sliding it back and forth. And then when you have the rail on, you're going to go ahead and bolt the bracket on by putting they gave me hardware. If you don't have hardware, you can find some, but you put the bolt through the top hole over here on the slider, and you get a washer and a nut with the bracket, and you just slap her on for all 4 corners. So I'll do that now. So something to keep in mind when you're doing this is when you put the top ones in, you want to slide them all the way up, and you want to count and make sure that the teeth are the exact same on both sides, because if you don't, we did this, it won't slide correctly. So make sure that these are the same on both sides and that you're level, and then you can go ahead and tighten those. You would think we'd learn, but again, this is so you guys can learn from our mistakes. Make sure you get the slider handle in first before you do that. The reason you want to put in the slider thing first, one, because it kind of makes sense to do that, but also for the seats, you're gonna have to bend the bar to go ahead and get it cleared so you can pull up and slide the seat. So you have to go in there and measure how much you need to bend it. It's just a slight bend with a vise, but yeah. And the brackets you want to get, by the way, for these seats are going to be brackets for a first gen Q60, because it's the same chassis as the G37. So I have a 2008 G37, so if you have a coupe, I'm assuming it's going to be the same for a 2008 and up until the first gen Q60. So yeah, those are the brackets you need because they don't make them for G37s. So when you're lowering this down to put in this bottom two bolts, you want to go ahead and when you're level, make sure you level it down the same, because with our rails, some of them slide easier than others. Great design, I know. Just make sure that this is all level when you are bringing it down to put the bolts in. And a tip, there's like no room back here to get a wrench or anything. So you want to get a screwdriver or a flathead back here when you have the head of the bolt in here, so that way you can hold it while you tighten it down. So once you've vacuumed everything and gotten all the crap out of the car and under your car and all your spare change, and you take it to Walmart and get your money, what I'm going to do now is, because we're not using these wires anymore, I'm going to wrap them in electrical tape and tuck them in this little pocket down here in the carpet, so that, because there's just room over here, and so that, because we're not going to need them, and that way they're not in the way or getting fucked up or anything. Alright, so now with everything, the seats all put together and stuff like that, we got the seatbelt on, and we can go ahead and put it in the car. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a couple days since I've picked up the camera, and since I've installed these seats, but after we did the install, I was over it and I didn't want to film anything, and it was dark, so y'all wouldn't really see anything. So I'm here now, you're welcome, to show you guys the seats. It's done now. I've been driving with them for a few days and it's good. I enjoy the seats a lot, actually. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys to see what they look like, because that's what you're here for. So. But that's it. It's done. The video's over. We're done. I'm over it. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like the video, subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And thumbs up. Share this video with more people. That's what thumbs up do, if you were ever wondering. So it's hot. I'm going to go inside and make a grilled cheese or something. Peace.